Telemarketing. It's the fastest growing industry in America. There are over 67,000 telemarketers in the state of New Jersey alone. A professional, well-trained telemarketer using an effective program can be vital to the growth of a business. The NCI telemarketing program, which includes phone scripts, an objection flip chart, and reporting and callback tools, is a time-tested and proven method to aid in the growth of an accounting firm. The program is designed by NCI to comb through the general business population and identify prospective clients who fall into one of three categories: prospects without an accountant, prospects who are unhappy with their accountant, and prospects who are willing to compare the services and fees of their current accountant. For your telemarketing effort to be successful, a persistent, consistent effort should be maintained. The goal is to make as many phone contacts as possible and set up appointments for your firm's client service representative to meet with prospective clients. But before we concentrate on scripts and other tools provided to you by NCI, let's examine some telemarketing basics. As previously mentioned, your goal is not actually to sell accounting services, but rather to generate enough enthusiasm about your firm's accounting services that you set appointments for the client service representative. As a representative of an accounting firm, you're expected to dress appropriately according to the customs of the firm. You're an important member of the team, and professional dress will make you feel professional. Each hour of your shift will be divided into segments. The first 40 minutes will be used to make calls. During the next 10 minutes, you'll complete that session's paperwork. The last 10 minutes you'll spend away from the phone for relaxation and refreshment. Your goal during your 40-minute call time is to make at least 20 dials or calls. Statistically speaking, the more dials, the more appointments, and the more appointments, the more sales. In a typical 4-hour shift, you should be able to set at least 2 appointments. Your prospects should include small to medium-sized businesses, but not doctors or lawyers. They're too difficult to get appointments with. Chains or financial institutions, they will typically have branch accountants, or, of course, other accounting firms. It's important that you speak only to decision makers. Our phone scripts will help you identify those people so you don't make bad appointments with unqualified prospects. It's also important never to badger a phone contact. As a matter of fact, you'll only overcome 1 or 2 objections per contact. You want to find an opportunity that already exists, not try to create one. More about that later. The attitudes that you want to convey over the phone are professionalism. Speak clearly. Be brief and to the point. Believability. In an effort to gain the phone contact's trust and confidence, you need to know your accountant's background and firm's history, as well as services offered. Review the client service agreement to familiarize yourself with your package of services. It's also helpful to know a bit about your competition. Enthusiasm. Smile as you speak. It will come through in your voice. And finally, sincerity. Practice your presentation so it doesn't sound mechanical to the prospect. As you begin your shift, be sure your work area is set up with your comfort and convenience in mind. Display these 3 papers for easy reference. Rules for telemarketing, 10 commandments for appointment setters, and features of our services. Since it's critical to stay organized and ahead of the paperwork game, you want to be prepared to make entries on some of your paperwork while on the phone. The first is the daily report. Now, as you can see, you'll make tick marks in the columns during each 40-minute calling session. Column 1, dials, means just that, the number of businesses you call. Column 2, answering machines, is for the number of times you leave a message on an answering machine. We'll discuss the message you'll leave shortly. You'll place a mark in column 3, contacts, each time you actually speak to an owner or decision maker. Column 4, appointments, is for the number of appointments you're able to make for your client service rep. It's very important to keep up with what we label callbacks and ticklers. In addition to marking them in this report, you'll place the call information in 2 boxes, which can be purchased at any office supply store. The callback box will have daily separators, and the tickler box monthly separators. Callbacks are prospects who say,
"Can you call me back in 2 weeks?"
first, put a tick mark in the callback column. Then, make an index card in the callback box with the callback date, prospect's name, business, and phone number. Then, insert the card in the correct callback date. Ticklers are for prospects who say,
"Call me in 3 months."
as with a callback, make a tick mark in the appropriate column on the daily report. Then insert an index card in the correct month in the tickler box with the callback date, prospect's name, business, and phone number, as well as any other notable facts concerning the call. Another form you'll keep handy while making your calls is the appointment report. When you make an appointment for your client service rep, fill in the information on the top of the form based on your conversation with the client. Under the telemarketer's comments section, be sure to include any information obtained during the call which will better prepare the client service rep to make the sale. There are 2 other forms that you'll complete during the 10 minutes after the call section of each hour. We'll discuss those soon. NCI has furnished your firm with 5 different phone scripts to use in your first contact with prospective clients. We'll highlight 2 of those scripts in this video. The first script we'll use is for new business. Let's follow along as Jennifer makes a call.
Good morning, my name is Jennifer Wagner. Am I speaking with the owner?
Yes, I'm Tom Olson.
I'm with Garden Accounting Service. We're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. The reason for my call is I'd like to see if we may be of assistance with regard to your accounting and tax needs. We would be happy to meet with you at your place of business. Which would be more convenient, days or evenings?
You know, it's funny you should call because I was just talking to my wife and we were just thinking about getting an accountant.
Can you come over like 9 Friday?
Our client service representative, Joe, will be happy to meet with you on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Let me verify a few things. Your name is Tom Olson?
Yes, Olson. O-L-S-E-N.
And the address is 253 Main Street in Woodbury.
Yes, that's correct.
And what is the closest major intersection to your location?
That would be Main and Chestnut.
Mr. Olson, who will be involved in making a decision regarding hiring an accountant?
Well, that would be my wife and I.
And will she be present at the meeting?
Yes, if you'd like, I could have her there.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Olson. Joe will see you Friday morning at 9 o'clock.
Great.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Yes.
Now that the appointment is set, and as long as it's at least 3 days in advance, the appointment confirmation card is completed and mailed to the client. Jennifer knows how important it is to complete the appointment report clearly and properly. In this case, under telemarketer's comments, she'll mark down that Mr. Olson's wife will be attending the meeting and that they had been discussing the need for an accountant. Don't we wish they were all that easy? Well, using the same new business script, let's examine how to handle the challenges that might be encountered.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Wagner. Am I speaking with the owner?
Yes, you are. My name is Catherine Bell.
I'm with Garden Accounting Service. We're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. The reason for my call is I'd like to see if we may be of assistance with regards to your accounting and tax needs. We would be happy to meet with you at your place of business. Which would be more convenient, days or evenings?
Thanks for calling, but we do everything in-house on our own computer.
It is amazing what can be accomplished with computers today. Of course, we use them in our own business as well. But there are many things that computers cannot do, such as advise you on what deductions are legal for your business, or help you interpret the tax laws and how they affect your company. These are just a few of the many benefits we can provide. It will only take about 30 minutes of your time. Which would be better for you, days or evenings?
You know, you've made a good point. Can you tell me more?
Actually, Joe, our client service representative, would be happy to fill you in on the full scope of our services. He can meet with you at your place of business, days or evenings. Which would you prefer?
Well, how about Thursday evening at 7:30?
Thursday at 7:30 will be fine. If I may, I'd just like to verify a few things for Joe. Your name is Catherine Bell?
As we mentioned before, telemarketing is a numbers game. Always be professional and gracious. And don't badger the prospect. You're looking for existing opportunities, not trying to create them. A word to the wise. If you find you're beginning to get a lot of no's, it could be that you've moved away from the script and the objection flip chart. The system outlined in this video is time-tested and proven to work to set appointments. Now let's watch another telemarketer, Bob, as he uses one of the scripts designed by NCI for existing businesses.
Thank you for calling Ambassador Resources. We're currently on the phone. Please leave your name and phone number and we'll return your call as soon as possible.
Oops, we've reached an answering machine. Hey, no problem. We want to leave a message that doesn't give too much information, but generates interest, like this.
This is Bob Thomas calling. Please call me at 555-4488 between the hours of 9 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. Thank you.
On your daily report, put a tick mark under the dials and answering machine columns. On to your next call.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Mr. Davis, please.
Who's calling, please?
This is Bob Thomas with GAS.
And what is this in reference to?
Well, we're contacting business owners to offer a free evaluation of their accounting and tax needs. We've been able to save a lot of money and time on taxes for many business owners. Maybe your boss might like to know about this.
Just a moment, please.
Jim Davis.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. My name is Bob Thomas. I work with Garden Accounting Services. Mr. Davis, we're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. And the reason I'm calling this morning is that our market research has indicated that many business owners either are overpaying for their accountant based on our fee structure or are not receiving as many services as our firm provides. We'd like to offer you the opportunity to compare our services with those that you're already receiving. We strongly feel that we can save you time and money on your bookkeeping and tax work. Would mornings be a good time for you, or would afternoons be more convenient?
We have an accountant we've been using for decades. I just wouldn't think of changing.
I'm not surprised to hear that. Most good business people do have accountants. But Mr. Davis, don't you think it makes good business sense to compare the services and fees, just to make sure you're getting all the help you need and at a reasonable rate?
No, we're very satisfied with him.
Well, may I ask you what type of services he or she is providing?
He files my taxes throughout the year.
We have a great program that encompasses these services. All bookkeeping, including a monthly profit and loss statement, form filing to all tax authorities, unlimited consultation to discuss your business and your accounting needs. We do tax planning and preparation of all income taxes, and we even pick up and deliver all records, all for one reasonable monthly fee. Don't you agree it makes good sense to compare the cost and value of your current services with the package that we're offering?
Well, now that you mention it, it might make sense to see what you have to offer.
Great. Would Tuesday morning be a good time? Say around 10 o'clock?
Tuesday morning is fine. I'll see you at 10 o'clock.
After your 40-minute call time, use the next 10 minutes to make sure your paperwork, including the daily report, appointment reports, confirmation cards, and callback and tickler cards are in order. At the end of your week, complete the weekly report using numbers from your daily reports. Well, let's quickly review some of the basics of telemarketing that we've discussed in this video. First and foremost, as a member of your firm's sales team, the attitudes you want to convey over the phone are professionalism, believability, enthusiasm, and sincerity. Display and regularly use the rules for telemarketing, the 10 commandments for appointment setters, and features of our services. Use the phone scripts prepared by NCI. They are time-tested and proven to work. Use the NCI objection flip chart to handle the objections. Be diligent and organized with your paperwork. And finally, remember that telemarketing is a numbers game. The more calls, the more appointments. The more appointments, the more sales for your firm. There you have it, an effective telemarketing program designed to help your accounting firm grow. You, the telemarketer, are an important part of the sales team. As a matter of fact, you make the first impression a prospect has of your firm. If you apply the principles and the tools outlined in this video, we believe you will be a success. Happy calling!